Next we're going to talk about is temperature. Temperature refers to the measure of hotness or coldness of an object or substance with reference to some standard value. The instrument uses the thermometer, tapos yung mga units are the Kelvin, which is K, degree Celsius, this one, and degree Fahrenheit for this one. The commonly used unit of measure for temperature are degree Celsius and degree Fahrenheit. So for conversion, this is what we need to know. So for comparing the three units of measure, as you can see in the figure, the boiling point of water, it's the boiling point of water, it's for Kelvin is 373.15, for Celsius 100, for Fahrenheit is 212. Para mag-freeze yung water, kailangan na ma-reach yung 32 degree Fahrenheit. For this one, it's 0. For Celsius is 0. Para Kelvin, it's 273.15. So to convert from Fahrenheit to Celsius, this is easier because there is formula. So ganito lang ang gagawin. To convert naman for Celsius to Fahrenheit, this is more appropriate, or this is more for advice and courage kaysa dito na formula. For this one, could also have this one or this one, but this is actually probably is easier, but this is more encouraged kasi this is more exact. For Celsius to Kelvin, that is K is degree Celsius plus 273. So for example, a butter melts at 31 degrees Celsius while a candle melts at 55 degrees Celsius. How much higher is the melting point of candle in Fahrenheit? And Fahrenheit ang tanong. So, you could, what you're going to do is, hindi mo i-divide a minus, convert mo ito, tapos a minus, or minus mo muna, tapos para malaman mong difference in Celsius, so pag minus mo, 55 minus 31 is 24. So, ibig sabihin, this is the difference in Celsius. Pero ang tinatanong is Fahrenheit. So, what we're going to do is convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. So, ganitong formula, 9/5, tapos ang Celsius is 24 plus 32. So, i-times mo ito, divide mo by 5, 9 times 24, divide by 5, plus 32, the answer is 75.2. So, this is the answer, 75.2 degree Fahrenheit. So the difference between the melting point of the candle and the butter is 75.2 degree Fahrenheit. The recipe for a certain cake to be baked in an oven calls for a 475 degree Fahrenheit temperature. If your oven is set in degrees Celsius, what should be your temperature setting? So ang cake daw, para so that it will be cooked, you should set it in 400 degree Fahrenheit. Pero, yung oven mo is in degrees Celsius. So, what you're going to do is to convert this in degrees Celsius. So, Fahrenheit to Celsius, this is the formula or this one. So, 0.56. Ang F, gawin mo 475 minus 32. So, 475 minus 32 is 443. Times mo agad by 0.56. The answer is 248.08 degree Celsius. So for time, we're done with the temperature, so we'll proceed with time. Time is very important, and it is usually we use clock to measure. We use clock to check the time, or the time, the stopwatch. So that is, time is a period during which an action or event occurs. Earth revolves around the sun for 365 days, 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds. However, 365 days is adapted as equivalent to 1 year. So, saan napunta yung 5 hours, 48 minutes, and 46 seconds? Combine mo yung lahat-lahat times sa apat na year, yung sobra sa apat na year, you make it in 1 day, kaya nagiging leap year. May sobra na isang day kasi yun ang mga sobra, actually the time as the earth revolves around the sun. So the table here shows the conversion unit for for hour or for time. So for 60 seconds is 1 minute, 60 minutes for 1 hour, 24 hours for 1 day, so on and so forth. So 20 years ang 1 score, 100 years ang 1 century, 1,000 years ang 1 millennium. Joy recorded the song for 140 minutes. How many hours did she spend in recording the song? So 140 minutes ang given, it's in minutes. Ang question is hours. So from minutes gawin nating hours. So 140 minutes times, para ma-cancel yung minutes, ilagay mo sa taas, tapos hours sa taas. Kasi hinahanap dito is hour. Tapos the conversion is 60 minutes is 1 hour. So cancel natin yung minutes. So 140 times 1, 140 divided by 60 hour, which is equal to 2.33 hours. For next example, approximately it takes 1,575.5 minutes to travel by sea from Manila to Leyte. So how many days, hours, minutes, and seconds that it takes to travel from Manila to Leyte? So 157.5 minutes. So ang una natin gagawin, it's kasi convert natin daw siya sa days, hours, minutes, and second. So ang 1,575 is identify natin siya how many days. Itong 1,575 minutes. So convert ko siya to hours para malaman mo how many hours it would be. So it's 26.26 hours to days. So itong 1,575.5 minute, convert mo siya to hour kasi kailangan mong malaman how many hours for you to know how many days, kasi 'di ba 24 hours in one day. We don't know how many minutes. So gawin mo na siyang minutes. So 1 hour is 60. So to convert that one, it's 26.26 hours. So dito ang 24 hours there is 1 day. So may lampas siya na 4.26 hours. So 4.26 hours or 1.09 days kapag i-divide mo ito. Pag i-divide mo ito, 1.09 days. Diba 1 day tapos may lampas na siya na 2 hours and 26 days, which is equivalent to 0.09. Tapos itong 0.9 days, convert mo hours. That's 3 hours and 6 or 3.06 hours. So naiba dito siya. Naiba na dito. But this is what you're going to do. Actually dito, diba 24 hours? So ibig sabihin may lampas lang siya na 1 day and 2.26 hours. But in here, it's 3.06. So it's better na mas exact kasi dito. So 1 day tapos 2.26 hours. So 1 day, 2 hours, 0.26. Kunin mo yung mga may period. So 0.26, gawin mo itong minute. So 0.26 hours, 0.26 times 60. That's 15.6. So 15.6 minutes. Tapos itong 0.6 naman, gawin mong second. So 0.6 times 60, that's 36. 36. So based on our solution, it's 1 day, 2 hours, 15 minutes. Hindi mo sali yung mga at saka 36 seconds. So dito na iba siya. It's 1 day, 3 hours, 3 minutes, and 36 seconds. Kasi dito, it's ginawa niya, it's 1.09 days. So, i-divide niya. Tapos, hindi siya i-round off niya dito. So, 26.26 divided by 24. That's malaki siya. So, itong sobra niya, that's actually the problem with rounding off. Next is the angle. Angle naman is, itong angle, usually ganito ang angle. Tapos ang mini-measure dyan is gaano kalaki yung opening ni angle. So, kung gaano kalaki yung ngangani angle, yan siya ang minimeasure. Hindi gaano kahaba ito siyang mga sides. So that's the vertex. Itong vertex, ito yung mga sides ng angle. For this one, if you're going to measure the angle, example, if we're going to measure this angle, itong back, what you're going to make sure na ang isa is nasa 0. Ito, halimbawa kung ang isang side nasa 0, tapos bilangin mo lang papunta doon. So, what's the measure for this one? It's between 40 to 50. Hindi mo siya dito tingnan sa taas kasi dito sa baba yung may 0. So, it's 45. Pero halimbawa kung walang 0, so, this is from 135 to 180. So, gaano yun siya kalayo? It's 180 minus 45. That's 135. That's 45 degrees. Diba? 45 degrees yan siya. So, from 135 to 180. So, this is the measure of the angle. So, make sure mo lang na ang isang part is nasa sa 0. Halimbawa, kung itong mini-measure natin, so, hindi tayo titingin sa baba kasi wala ditong 0. Nandito sa 0 sa taas. So, 0 hanggang 40. So, ang gano'n to kalaki? It's 40 degrees. So, that's how you going to measure the angle. For example, sa taas, kapag ang angle daw is mas malaki sa 90, or mas maliit sa 90, that's ang tawag dyan is acute angle. Kapag ang measure niya is 90, ang tawag sa kanya is right angle. Kapag mas malaki sa 90, example 91, ang tawag na sa angle is obtuse angle. For example, FAE. FAE. So, we measured it already, that's 40 degrees. Mas maliit siya sa 90, that's acute angle. Another example is BAE. BAE. So, dito sa baba, ang 0. So, BAE, tatingnan mo dito sa baba, that's 140. So, 140 degrees, that's obtuse angle. So, that's how you're going to measure angle. For rate naman, the difference, rate is a ratio of two different quantities. Among these ratios are speed, which is the ratio between distance and time. Water consumption is the ratio of price per cubic meter, and many more. For example, what is the speed of the car if it travels 100 km in 2 hours? So 100 over 2. So that's 50 km per hour, or kilometer per hour. So that's how you're going to solve it. That's very easy. So for example, number 1, 708 mm to convert to siya to meter. So you go back to the first page, meter, or second page pala, sorry. So ang dito, millimeter to meter. So millimeter to meter. So millimeter to meter. So 1, 2, 3. So divide mo siya by 1,000. So 708 divided by 1,000. So 0. So the answer is 0.708. Another step is yung ginawa natin so that we will not be confused. So para makancel si millimeter, sa baba mo siya, si meter sa taas. Tapos ang conversion is 1 meter is 1,000 millimeter. So i-times mo yan, 708, cancel mo muna pala, times mo dito sa taas. That's 708, divide mo by 1,000, 0.708. So that's how you're going to answer. Thank you.